Kindergarten. Today in math, we're going to start talking about a new unit, a new chapter, and we're going to be talking about measurement. So we use measurement when we want to know, we have to gather information about an item. And we want to know, for instance, if we buy a new bed or a new couch for our house, we need to know, is that bed or is that couch going to fit in our room where we need it to be? Will it fit there nicely, or is it going to be too big or too small? We use measurement when we're talking about how tall we are. We use measurement when we are cooking and we are using ingredients and we need to know how much of each item goes into the recipe. So measurement is a really important topic for us to have and to know about. So today we're going to talk about two words that are measurement words. We're going to talk about the word longer and sh. There's the sh sound, sh. Shorter. And longer and shorter are two measurement words that we will be using to describe or tell about two items when we compare them. So I have a little fish here who's swimming along. We'll give him some water to be swimming in. And if I wanted to know how many Unifix cubes long that fish is, I've got some Unifix cubes here, like the kind we use in the classroom. And I could place these Unifix cubes next to that fish to find out how many Unifix cubes long he is. Now, normally we would be doing this on a table together. Right now, I'm showing you this way, so it's a little bit tougher, but we will make it work. So here's the secret. When we are measuring something and comparing it and finding out how long it is, I need to make sure that I line up my unit of measurement, whatever it is I'm using to measure, right up against the end of the item that I'm measuring. So when I start to compare, I need to just put that Unifix cube right up along the end of his tail. See how I'm doing that, kindergarten? I wouldn't want to start measuring way over here. And I wouldn't want to start measuring way over here. I need to line it up left to right. I think that little fish is more than one Unifix cube long, don't you? I think so. I'm going to snap another one on. Yeah. I think the fish is still longer because his nose is way down here. And my Unifix cubes are still way down here. So I know this fish is longer than 2 Unifix cubes. Let's try another one and see if he's 3 Unifix cubes long. Let's try that. Line him up again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nope. Still haven't reached the end, so we know he's more than 3 Unifix cubes long. Let's try another one. Oh, now we've got 4, but no, still haven't come to the end. Should we try one more? Let's try one more. Ah, now we're lined up. And we have come, our Unifix cubes have come all the way even to the end of that fish's nose. So that tells me that that fish is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Unifix cubes long. Okay, he is 5 Unifix cubes long. Because from tail to nose, that's exactly how long he was. Okay, now I could make a Unifix cube train that is shorter than the fish. Maybe I could only do 2 Unifix cubes. That Unifix cube train is shorter than that fish. That means it doesn't have as much length as the fish does. Or I could make a Unifix cube train that's longer than the fish. Let's try that. There were my 5 that we had before. Let's add a couple more, maybe 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if that's going to be longer than our fish. Line them up. Oh, yep. Now we know that that is longer because our train has more length. It has a couple more extra Unifix cubes there. Okay, so this train is longer than the fish. It has more length. Okay, so we can compare and measure things around our house too. Like I have this Unifix cube card. Sorry. This is a high frequency word card, and I could put it right here on my chart. And I want to know how many Unifix cubes long is that high frequency word card. Okay, so again, I have to start on the left, move to the right. I'm going to take my Unifix cubes off. I want to line up my measuring units. Right now I'm using Unifix cubes, so I'm going to line them up, right? Don't want to start measuring way over here. Don't want to start over here. I have to line them up. That's very important to be even Steven. So there's 1 Unifix cube. Nope, I still need some more. 2 Unifix cubes. Nope, I still am not at the same length. 3 Unifix cubes. Nope, that's still shorter, isn't it? 4 Unifix cubes. Still shorter. 5 Unifix cubes. Not there yet. 6 Unifix cubes. We're getting closer. Remember, I've got to keep it lined right up there. Let's try one more. What do you think? Ah, there we go. I think this high frequency word card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Unifix cubes long. Okay, my Unifix cube train actually now, is it longer than my high frequency word card? No, it's not longer. Is it shorter than my high frequency word card? No. So what is it? What is that math word that we use to describe their comparison of length? They're the same, aren't they? They are equal. They're equal. So their length, the measurement from left to right, is equal. It's the same. One does not have more length than the other. I could measure things around my house, like I have an empty egg carton. And again, normally we would be doing this on the floor together or at a table, but I'm just going to do a couple of them here just to compare, so I could just mark down here. This is where my egg carton starts, and this is where it finishes. So I know here's where it starts and here's where it finishes. I'll just kind of pretend here's my egg carton. How about if I compare it to this ruler? What do you think? Do you think the ruler is going to be longer than that egg carton, or shorter, or equal? Let's find out. I'm going to line them up side by side. Remember, I have to make sure that they're even Steven. And look at that. If I mark, here's the beginning of this one, and it goes right to here. Aha! Whoop, that was the beginning and end. So which object was longer? Yeah, the ruler. Which object was shorter? The egg carton. Excellent. Now how about these 2 pencils? What do you think? Longer, shorter, or equal? Let's mark one right here. There's the eraser. There's the end. That's my pencil. A little tricky doing this on my chart stand, but we'll make it work. So there was one pencil and another pencil. line it up. Aha! Mark my starting point here and my ending point here. These two pencils are equal, right? They are the same length. Okay, one is not longer than the other. Now, kindergarten, when you do your measuring at home, some of you may have Unifix cubes to use, and that's great. If you do not have Unifix cubes, your mom and dad have in your packet these Unifix cube strips. Thank you. And what these are is these strips are exactly the same size as real Unifix cubes. So I'll show you that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you'll see, here's my 10 Unifix cube train. If I lay it right along the picture, well, the white one doesn't show very well, but it is exactly the same length. Okay, so you can cut out the Unifix cube strip, and mom or dad could do this for you, or you can do it yourself if you cut very carefully. And then you can use those lengths of Unifix cube strips to measure just like we did, okay? Remember we said this was 5, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the same distance as 5 Unifix cubes. This was 7 Unifix cubes long, and if we line this up, you'll see, count with me, that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 would be right there, okay? I've given your mom and dad different lengths of Unifix cubes, so you can cut out a 10 and just use 10s, or if you want to have different sizes of Unifix cubes, you have those as well, starting with 4 and going all the way up to 10. So today with mom and dad, you're going to do some measurement using Unifix cubes, and you're going to be talking about whether items are longer, shorter, or equal. Have fun. Bye, kindergarten.